Are you looking for the best builds for the new exotic weapon Big Alejandro? We've put together 3 top builds separated into solo and crew play. At the end, we'll also share a few extra item recommendations that work great in combination with the Big A. So let's get started. First, let's have a look at the exotic talent of Big Alejandro. Cover Shooter. While you are in cover, every bullet fired increases weapon damage by 1% for 15 seconds. Maximum is 100 stacks. Kills reset the duration, reloading, swapping weapons and leaving combat cancels your stacks. Build 1 is perfect if you are playing solo, but with a few small adjustments it also works great in crew play. Let's start with the pure solo version. For the gear set we use tipping scale. Let's have a look at the set. 2-piece gives us plus 30% magazine size, 3-piece plus 30% LMG damage, and 4-piece plus 0.5 weapon handling and plus 4% crit damage per stack at a maximum of 50 stacks. So here's the loadout. We use the tipping scale mask, tipping scale backpack, which gives us 7% critical hit damage per stack instead of 4% per stack. We use the tipping scale holster and knee pads, and for gloves we use the overdogs, and for the chest we use equalizer chest for perfect obliterate. If you play more crew content, switch the mask to the coyote mask and use the tipping scale gloves instead. This way you can provide your crew with additional critical hit chance and critical hit damage. Alright, let's head over to the shooting range real quick so I can show you how this works. Once we're in cover and start firing, you'll see the stacks building up immediately. Build 2. One of the best alternatives to tipping scale is the striker gear set. 2-piece gives us plus 15% weapon handling, 3-piece plus 15% rate of fire, and 4-piece 0.65% weapon damage per stack at a maximum of 100 stacks. Because we use the backpack, weapon damage is 0.9% per stack. We keep using the overdogs claws and the equalizer named chest. You can also switch between overdogs claws and the coyote mask, depending on whether you want more personal damage or group support. And here's the striker set in action. Enemies just melt almost instantly. Build 3. Negotiator's Dilemma is one of my favorite gear sets and it works very well in combination with the Big Alejandro 2. 2-piece gives us plus 15% crit chance, 3-piece plus 20% crit damage, and 4-piece critical hits mark enemies. When you critical damage a marked enemy, the other marked enemies receive 60% of that damage. Plus, whenever a marked enemy dies, gain plus 2% crit damage. In this build we use the backpack, so the additional marked enemies receive 112% damage instead of 60%. And here's how the set works. Once 3 enemies are marked with crits, they basically just melt. Additional items that work well with the Big Alejandro. The following items also pair great with Big Alejandro. Contractor's Claws give you plus 10% damage to LMG damage and 8% damage to armor. Then we have Fox Sprayer's knee pads. They give us plus 8% damage to targets out of cover. And last but not least, Sawyer's knee pads. More weapon damage when you are in cover. This works well with the exotic talent of Big Alejandro. Hope you enjoyed the video, and likes, subscriptions and follows are always appreciated and help us out more than you know. See you in the next one. Bye!
No.